Strongman is special. It's you versus the weight. You can't blame anyone but yourself. The infinite variety of events is the ultimate test of strength. Everyone has their favorites, and they are constantly being compared to the legends of the past. We all wonder, it is a question as old as time, who was the strongest? Who is the greatest to ever do it? Who was the one with the most strengths and the least weaknesses? Literally. For many, the question is redundant. They believe in only one right answer, their answer. Some might have their personal stance, but recognize one or two alternatives, but I believe there is much more nuance to this question. By my count, there are 7 strongmen in history of the sport that can be argued to be the GOAT. Some might have stronger cases than others, but my job is to make the case for all of them. And today I will be talking about Mariusz Pudzianowski. The sport of strongman didn't start in Poland until 1998, but the world wasn't ready for it. Mariusz became Poland's strongest man for the first time in the year 2000, and this would get him invited to the 2000 World's Strongest Man. He landed in a group with 2 future World's Strongest Man winners, Savickas and Pfister, but that was no problem for Mariusz. He won the group and finished 4th in the final. His strongman career was put on hold due to him serving a 19-month prison sentence after he, according to himself, beat up a local mafia boss. This would just fuel his fire. He came back to strongman in 2002 and was immediately the best strongman in the world, winning World's Strongest Man and Europe's Strongest Man. Even though he was already the best, he only scratched the surface of what he was capable of. In 2003, Mariusz did 13 shows, and in 12 of them he finished either 1st or 2nd. I think you are beginning to understand why he was nicknamed the Dominator. At the World's Strongest Man that year, he competed against 5 past or future World's Strongest Man champions, and he put on the most dominant World's Strongest Man run ever. After 7 events, he finished 20 points ahead of the 2nd place. Who was the 2nd place, you ask? I think you might have heard of him. Some call him Big Z. The 2004 World's Strongest Man was a bit different. They went with a completely different qualifying system where instead of the classic heats, everyone competed against each other in head-to-heads. It wasn't even close to being a good system, but the best guys, that being Pudzianowski, Savickas and Virastyuk, all finished within 1 point of each other. What about the final that year? A lot of people believe that this was the point when Mariusz was dethroned as the best strongman in the world. He got beaten in the final by Vasil and Zydrunas. But was it? Yeah, sure. Mariusz got beaten by Vasil and Zydrunas at the Arnolds as well as World Muscle Power. But it's not like he didn't beat them that year. He beat both of them multiple times. So, I guess we will never know. Especially because after this competition, they both, along with many others, went and competed in a different federation, in IFSA. In 2005, Mariusz did 7 competitions, winning all of them, securing his 3rd World's Strongest Man title. Was he so dominant because of the split, or because he was still the Dominator? Let me know down in the comments. In 4 years, we would see Mariusz compete against the IFSA guys only once. And, well, they beat him. Sure, he had back issues, but nobody at the top level competes at 100%, he got beaten fair and square. But let's talk about the 36 other competitions he did in those 4 years. He won 33 of them. You've heard me. He won 33 out of 36 competitions. And what about the other 3? He finished 2nd in those. In 2008, he won a record-breaking 5th World's Strongest Man title, beating Derek Poundstone in a close battle. He had done what nobody has done before him or after him. Not Magnusson, Sigmarsson, not even Shaw or Savickas. He won the World's Strongest Man 5 times. In 2009, the Titans met once again at World's Strongest Man, and Mariusz lost. He got beaten in a very close battle by Žydrūnas Savickas. But in the process, he has proven that he's still capable of beating Žydrūnas. So, were we about to witness one of the greatest rivalries in the sport? Unfortunately, no. That was the end of Mariusz's strongman career. He switched his focus on MMA, which is a shame because he was only 32 years old at that point and he was still capable of winning against the best guys in the world. So, was he the best ever? Possibly. He undoubtedly won some of his titles against weaker competition, but we can never know what would have happened without the split. But you know what we do know? That out of 61 international competitions he's ever done, he won 43 of them, and in other 11 he finished on the podium. That means that out of 61 international competitions, he wasn't on the podium in 7 of them. 7. A level of domination we've never seen before and we most likely never will. Mariusz beat all the best guys of his time. He is the only man to win World's Strongest Man 5 times. In his 9 World's Strongest Man appearances, he never missed a final. He did all of this in only 9 years. 9 years of total dominance. He won more shows than Shaw, he has a better win ratio than Savickas, and he has won more events at World's Strongest Man than Bjornsson. He was doing what Mitchell Hooper is doing now, but he did it for almost a decade. That's just how good Mariusz Pudzianowski was. Mariusz Pudzianowski from Poland might just be the greatest strongman of all time. And that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you think that Mariusz is the greatest. If not, who is? Let me know down in the comments. I've done the same video for Brian, and obviously I plan to do guys like Kaz, Žydrūnas, Jon Paul. So subscribe if you want to see those. I promise I'll make them. This video was very heavily inspired by Clayton Crowley's Making the Case series for basketball. So if you like basketball, I will link the series in the description. Go watch it, it's amazing. And I hope that if this video is at least a fraction as good as those videos, I will be happy. So, I'm the Strongman Historian. Thank you guys for watching. See you.